This From the Exec video may contain content of a sensitive nature. Ratings may be disabled and comments may be moderated at any time. The content in this video are based on the personal reports of the host, RJRTV and its affiliated network channels, and does not reflect any biased opinions, persons or events mentioned. Hey folks, RJ here, and welcome to this brand new video series called From the Exec. Now, before you ask what's From the Exec? From the Exec is the title of my blogger posts, and of course it's the official blog for RJRTV. Now, I've done a few From the Exec videos over the last couple of weeks with the RDerpy and Save Derpy thing, but this is the official start, of course, to hopefully a regular video series, hopefully posted every Sunday here in Australia, just to, of course, give you guys something to watch. And we've got a bumper edition coming up here. It's going to be short and sweet. Of course, I'm going to be talking about the new My Little Pony episode, which just aired, and the countdown to the big final coming up next month. And we'll be taking a look, of course, at Cecilia, of course, the female alter ego, and the new winter project, and so much more. So let's get the show on the road, and let's get straight into the first point. Of course, the new My Little Pony episode aired here this morning, of course very early, 4 AM here, and well, let's say it exceeded my expectations. The new episode, of course, is Hurricane Fluttershy. It has been hyped up for weeks on end, and well, the expectations of the fans were exceeded. I can't reveal much details or play any footage due to partner requirements, but all I can say is if you haven't had a look yet, go search for it, or if you're, of course, in an area that shows it, watch it. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. Anywho, of course, this is word for word from my new blog entry. Of course, if you're watching this from the blog, of course, a big hi. So let's get this on the road. Now, there hasn't been a new episode of My Little Pony in this new series, which, of course, is Friendship is Magic, for those who are new to the show, that has really hit home for me. Now, there's one exception, of course, which is the Sister Who's Social episode, which aired a while back with the whole sibling thing, and that unfortunately brought my, of course, past things up. But early this morning, I managed to catch the brand new episode, of course, as I mentioned, Hurricane Fluttershy, live to air from the United States through Hack's Mega Stream. Now, if you're in the Brainy community, you probably know about Hack's pre-show stream and the episode streams, and, well, if there's not an episode on, they actually stream some other good stuff, so, of course, check Hack's out when you get a chance. Now, normally when a new episode airs, I normally wait for the YouTube videos to start showing up. And because of the time difference between here and the United States, which is 18 to 22 hours behind, I can't catch a new episode live unless I really get up at crazy hours of the morning. But I decided to do something different for once, and I was trying to stay up until 4 AM to see the new episode live to air. Now, while I didn't stay up that late, I caught a bit of sleep, and by sudden chance, I woke up 15 minutes before the show went to air. So, with my Mac Mini fired up and the network stable, I've been having some network issues, I tuned into Hack's stream and saw the episode unfold before my very eyes. Now, I won't spoil any details, of course, for those who haven't seen it yet, but in summary, out bloody standing. Now, some things, of course, about this episode really hit home for me. And I'm going to bring up 2 points, of course. The first one is in the flashback where Fluttershy suffered his total humiliation as affiliate at flight camp. That really totally, of course, reflected my unfortunate experiences at high school, and I've been bullied for 4 straight years. And unfortunately, the damage from that has scarred and has been embedded in me for life. So that really hit home. And the second bit that really got me going is the heart crusher of the episode. Yes, it gets a little bit sappy. And I won't reveal much, of course, due to spoilers. But Fluttershy going down in an emotional mess, and literally in tears, and you could see the tears coming out of her eyes. Now, we've seen Fluttershy cry before, but never ever like this. It really hit home. And this part really had me weepy, of course with many others. Because again, this reflected my past experiences that I suffered when I was younger and still in high school. And man, I had to wait till the commercial break, of course, when they hub through to the break, just to recompose myself. But I didn't bawl my eyes out or anything. It's tough to watch, particularly if you've suffered it firsthand. But all in all, without giving much away, this episode ranks pretty high in my books at the moment. I mean, the story, the writing, and of course the 2 bits I mentioned. If you haven't seen this episode yet, do so. You will not be disappointed. And particularly coming towards the end of the season, I mean, I think we've got 2 more standard eps and then the 2-part finale, which of course, the Candlelight Wedding. But I won't mention about that. That'll be for a future episode. Okay, with the ponies out of the road, let's get on to the second part of this video. Now, as many of you know, of course, my female alter ego, titled Cecilia, if you've been checking my DA and Flickr very regularly, has been undergoing a major project as of late. Now, you haven't seen Cecilia on camera just yet. That could change in the future. But over the last few days and over the last few weeks, there has been some big work that's been going on. There's been a new project that I've been working on as Cecilia, and before you get confused, check out the blog post first off. Over the last few days and a few weeks, as I mentioned, I've been working on a new project, and it's now autumn over here in Australia, and that leads into winter in a few months, and that means the winter fashions are starting to come out. And over the last couple of days, I've been working on a brand new project, and finally I've got some new pictures, which you'll see in just a moment. The project is titled Cecilia's Wintertime, and it's based around winter fashions, and of course not in the correct style. Now, I got most of the items for the project, which included, of course in order, some leather gloves, a purple scarf, a soft black beret, and, of course, some shoes and the usual stuff. Now, when I was going to do the shoot, this happened on, of course, last Friday. There was a power cut which disrupted everything and unfortunately caused my Mac Mini to crash again and corrupt the hard drive. But I decided to make the most of a, of course, bad situation. Of course, became Cecilia and perhaps did one of the best shoots I've ever done. Take a look at these photos and see for yourself. Now, due to recent incidences with YouTube's Content ID system flagging videos with Creative Commons music and falsely blocking them, this section of the video is intended to remain silent in protest. And there we go, the first pictures of Cecilia's Wintertime. There's more to come over the next few weeks. There's some more items to be produced, hopefully to be completed in the next couple of weeks as well, so keep your eyes out for that. And that's going to wrap up this inaugural edition from the Exec. Of course, hopefully this becomes a regular video series and hopefully fills the void between, of course, new videos and the usual stuff. Just, of course, to give you guys something to watch and, of course, talk about over the week. If you'd like to check out the official blog, check the link down in the description bar. Of course, you can also check out the official RJRTV website, Facebook page, Twitter account, and G+. Of course, if you've got any of those accounts, like, sub, or of course join and get all the latest from RJRTV. That's going to do it for now. Got ourselves some more work to do. Hopefully I'll see you next weekend. If not, of course, don't worry. Of course, it's all part of being busy. So until next time, everybody, this is RJ saying, stay sharp.